Hello everyone, how's it going? Dr. Incompetent here, and let's play some RuneScape, shall we? We've got a quest to finish. Distro, Episcocat, Nickman, good evening everybody. I am feeling better, thank you for asking. I'm back and have no longer a sore throat. Sir Theodore, happy Wednesday, good to see you. So we need to finish up You Are It. And it says here that I need to destroy the correct Wishbringer, which is located on the mantle in the chamber below MacGruber's Wood. So, yeah, this is a good idea. So we had started You Are It, which was a pretty convoluted quest where I was following clue scrolls around with a sinister man who ended up being Uri, who tried to rob Karos's crypt, the man who developed the ring that we first found in the Fenkenstrain incident, I think. And he asked for some wishes, but ended up sealing himself down below. And so what I need to do is get the correct Wishbringer and take care of Yuri, I suppose, so he no longer lures people to their doom. Seems something like what we're doing. Lionheart, hello! I'm feeling better, thank you. Good to see you. Oh, talk to the Duke before finishing? Okay, so you mean right now go talk to Duke Horatio about this? Okay. Oh, we can do that. All we have to do is teleport back to Lumbridge and have a chat with our good friend Duke Horatio. I did dig up his wife's grave, right? The grave that, if I'm remembering correctly, didn't Yuri originally dig that grave? Something like that? Eliza, hello, good evening. Thank you for following. Hey. Swart. Hello. How's it going? Good to see you. Fire Thanatos. Good evening, good to see you. Nice, Lionheart. 94 is great, my friend. So Yuri arranged the funerals, and then he robbed the grave that he was in charge, because he was a grave digger, but then he was like, it's great to be a grave robber when that's your profession. Being extremely sinister. And we found this journal. Well, that's Charos's journal. No, we found, didn't we find documents from his wife or something like that, that Yuri thought was garbage? And then ended up stealing some kind of precious metals. I'll figure this out. We'll get to the bottom of this. We'll find out exactly what's going down. Alright. Here's my man. Alright. Duke Horatio. Welcome to my castle. Hello. What can you tell me about Uri? Uri was the undertaker that helped organize the farewell of my dear Oriana. Indeed. Alright, keep talking. He was very accommodating, I admit in my grief. I asked a lot of him, but he never complained. Well, of course not. He had some other ideas, if you know what I mean. Perhaps the kindest gesture was that he allowed me to organize a casket of Oriana's belongings to be placed with her. One of those things being the letters we exchanged when we first met. Oh, Ori, I miss you so. Alright, so there's a dialogue option missing is what you guys are telling me. Well, fair enough. Okay, so we did get some more dialogue that he thinks fondly of that backstabbing gravedigger Yuri. All right. Let's put this guy out of his misery. Ah, right. It has been tampered with. Hey! Swart! Awesome, my friend. I'm so glad you're enjoying that guide. Why, yes. Actually, episode 2 of The Silent is coming tomorrow, my friend. So, tomorrow you'll see The Silent in Sway Spire take care of Act 2. I'm glad you find those useful. Hey, Mr. Smith. Hello, my friend. So good to see you. How you doing? All right, we're going in. A little shimmy. Ah, whoops. Yeah, I don't know if I put that. Did I dump his casket into my bank, or do I not have the option to get it anymore? Oh, that is great, Swart. Yeah, it's one of those games. I do that too sometimes. I'll take a big break and come back to it. And it's nice to have a refresher. All right, let's go down the mysterious hole and see if we can put this straight. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Mr. Smith, but I'm glad to hear you're getting through it, my friend. Life can be very tough, but I know you're a strong guy. You're up to the task. It disappeared after the house portal. Gotcha, Nickman. Yeah, that happened. I wasn't thinking. I was so obsessed with this clue scroll business that I forgot about the Duke and his feelings. This is a nice little mine they've got here down under MacGruber's. And then it quickly escalates into a pretty formidable crypt. Alright. So here's the double agent. And here's the mantle. Let's go take a look at it. Hey, Tabby. Good evening. Good to see you. That's cool. It's always fun to obsess over an old favorite game. Alright, let's check out the mantle. Let's investigate it. This mantle holds a collection of jade statues. They are covered in a layer of dust that indicates no one has touched them in a long time. The double agent said I needed to destroy the correct Wishbringer. I should choose wisely, as the wrong one will result in my death. Ah, the Indiana Jones is coming through. Great. Mr. Smith, thank you for asking, my friend. I actually was sick for the past few days, but I'm back up and feeling better. So yes, I am doing well. Thank you. Hey, Jordan. Hello, my friend. Good to see you. Vinland Saga? Nickman, is that a game or a show? What's that? It was Karos' greatest creation is the clue. Hey, Feeple. Good evening. Good to see you. All right, let's see. So, which statue would I like to destroy? All right, so I've got some choices. The demon, the chicken, the aviancy, and I'm not sure when we say like aviancy, are we talking about some kind of bird? I'm gonna have to come back to that one with the process of elimination. I'm not familiar with this. The dragon, okay, the cow, yep, the stone. The stone. Is it this one? Is that like geodesic dome, the stone? Oh no, that's the cabbage. Oh no, here's the cabbage. Okay. The Zoger, hilarious. The king, or the queen. Alright, interesting. I'm not going to do anything yet. Avanci is by the dragon. So, oh, I picked this as the demon, but this was the Avanci. Thank you. Oh, you know what, Tabby? I love Dark Cloud. I can't remember if I played Dark Cloud or Dark Cloud 2. It was the one that was for the PlayStation 2, and I played that a ton. Loved it. Oh, nice, Nick, man. Jordan's asking if I've seen the new Predator movie. I haven't, but I'm now that you say it's great, my interest is piqued, my friend. That's fantastic. Now, didn't I though? Oh, you know what? They're bird people. I encountered dragonkin, correct? But which is sort of similar in appearance, but not like this, correct? So, all right. Let me think about this. Now, I have the journal right here. Let's take a gander. My combat, Mr. Smith would like to know. Well, it's a whopping 92, Mr. Smith. I know that's probably higher than most of you guys watching, but you know, I've been training, not really. Yeah, Nick, man, that's right. All right. Tenembra told me to run, so I did. It started 3 days ago. No, 4. Drakon came to my workshop. A fine figure of a vampire. I recalled the sculpture I made of him in his foyer. Karos, he said, the great hunt approaches and the families are expecting something spectacular, or something like that. I wasn't paying much in the way of attention. Man. Yeah, Mr. Smith, slowly but surely, my friend. Oh, thanks, Lionheart. Okay, it's getting there. I love, like, you know how impressive it is to me that Karos is like Drakon, who is... I haven't met Drakon yet, but I can only imagine that Drakon is extremely imposing to deal with, and yet Karos is like, yeah, I really wasn't paying attention to him, don't really care what he has to say. Wow, that's unreal. Yeah, exactly, Nick, man. I haven't done anything with Drakon since the Myarchy. He wanted me to enliven the hunt. As is Drakon's way, he gets bored and calls on me. He has called on me more and more frequently. I thought he had left, but he turned at the door, catching me in a yawn. Yeah, hilarious. He's like, yawn, I'm bored. He asked if I made any progress in finding the stone. Okay, here we go, the stone. I shrugged, checked a few meters, and said no. He huffed and left. An idea for the hunt grew. It started as a whim and grew into a compulsion. I couldn't have stopped it. There's no stopping me in that mood. So the hunt came around. The vampire nobles clustered, dozens of them, and the carriage for my contraption was wheeled in front. Drakon shot me a tense look from the front of the cluster. Tenembra appeared at my side without a sound. I made a note to study vampire movement for applications in my inventions. I almost thought Drakon wouldn't turn up. We haven't seen him for months, Tenembra said, putting a claw on my shoulder. A vampire claw is a heavy thing. Thuraziz, good morning. I wonder what the vampires would say if they learned that Drakon was spending his time looking for a stone. I smiled up at him. Best to show you are listening, I've learned. The horns were blown. The vampires were eager for the hunt to start. My reveal was due. Drakon gave the signal, and I sent a simple blast to the carriage. The sides fell down and revealed my work. An elite Bloodveld stood, armored in the colors and crest of House Drakon. Secured to the plates by a long chain link was a giant ball, a wrecking ball. The Bloodveld started jumping from the open carriage and into the forest, the ball whipping to the side. The ball obliterated a tree and the vampires scrambled to chase through the shower of splinters. Drakon stared, dumbstruck. He hadn't joined the hunt. I suppose I could understand why. I had carved the great wrecking ball into the shape of the stone that Drakon desired so hungrily, the Bloodveld being dressed in Drakon heraldry. That was a little afterthought. He interpreted it as an insult. I guess it was. I think you had better run, said Tenembra. So I did. Wow, that's hilarious. So, he, like, made a statue to mock Drakon's search, and Drakon not so happy about it. Hey, congrats there, Aziz. I can't wait to find that one on my own. I hope it doesn't take me 9 years, but that's awesome, my friend. He is a prankster. Alright. So, I mean, there's a lot to consider here, okay? I also have the mysterious clue scroll. Hey! When was this quest done? 1 second. This is You Are It. Quest overview. Yes, look at this. 2018. It was a Harry Potter reference. Did you see that? On the clue scroll, it said, The mischief has been managed. It's from the Marauders map from Harry Potter. That's awesome. Mischief managed. Alright, cool. Alex, hello, good evening, good to see you. Okay, now, I was wondering, I was like, that's gotta be a Harry Potter, but how recent is the quest? 2018, of course it is. Okay, so let's think about this. I have that bit of information. Let's see if I can talk to this guy again. Karos was always the trickster. Everything he gave came with a price. Indeed. What happens next? Now, let me list what you probably shouldn't do. You shouldn't claim the right Wishbringer. I would have to kill you. You shouldn't claim the wrong one either. I would have to kill you. And don't think about trying to run away to get help. Karos put in a failsafe. If you try, you'll find yourself strangely unable to speak about this business. Otherwise, you'd just tell everyone about his resting place, right? I suppose you could destroy the correct Wishbringer, but there are so many to choose from. What a task that would be. What a shame if you got it wrong. I'll be over here sharpening the teeth. Okay. Interesting. What happened to Uri? When he gained a treasure, he was cursed to become the one who guarded it. He gained a treasure he could never have. Uri became me. But our late Mr. Karos obviously thought that wasn't enough of a game. He thought it would be hilarious if he left a crumb of Yuri behind. And that crumb has been doing every pathetic little thing to revert the wishes, leading adventurers to his treasures as if selflessness would be the key to winning back his soul, as if it were that easy. For the most part, I've let Yuri toil away, but he has managed to become an irritant. Uri has also been guiding others to this tomb to find and destroy the Wishbringer. That I cannot abide. Okay. Now, here's a question. Sir Theodore made a comment that the correct option for the mantle was Karos's greatest work. Where did that clue come from? I'm trying to get a repeat of that. Let's see the coffin. It's too heavy to lift. There's nothing more interesting to find. Examine it. An unadorned coffin. It gives no hint to who lays here except for a single symbol on the lid, which is this kind of like pentagram in the book, but not the journal. The previous book that I had. Oh, thank you. Okay. So, I mean, the journal suggests that it's this stone, but there's also a demon, which is not a vampire. So, I mean, everything points to the stone. I hope I'm not getting this wrong, but there's no mention of a dragon or a cabbage. He said wrecking ball, so he could have made it a cabbage, but I didn't see anything about that in there. So I'm just going to go ahead and pick this thingamajig and hope that I don't die instantly. I mean, honestly, when I saw the chicken at first, without looking at anything else, I was like, wouldn't it be devious to hide it in a chicken? Well, I mean, that's what I was thinking, Nick, man. I was like, Brassica Prime maybe is somehow related, but no. All right. I'm going to try it. I'm going to go with the stone. Are you sure you want to destroy that statue? I have to admit, I'll miss your tenacious spirit if I have to kill you. Yes. Give it to me. Break it. My God, I broke it. You find a puzzle casket within the statue. Well, that seems to be promising. Uh-oh. What have you done? Oh, who am I kidding? This is all a wonderful weight off my shoulders. Godspeed, Dr. Incompetent. What's that mean? That would be hilarious. Oh, it's the real Yuri. You did it. You did it. Oh my goodness, I'm whole again. All right, we did it. Let's see here. What is this puzzle casket? Well, let's talk to the... All right, let's open it. You should talk to Yuri before you try to open this. All right, let's talk to him. Let's talk to the guy. Fine, we'll talk to him. I never dreamed this moment would come. Never. I thought I was going to be a wisp until the end of days. Yeah, that would have been pretty tragic. Hey, your clothing is a lot like my starter outfit. We have the same taste, except for the hat and the mustache. Hey, super fluffers. Hello, my friend. Good to see you. How you doing? All right. Thank you, Dr. Incompetent. Now it's time to put Yuri's great plan in place. I've had enough time, Lord, more than enough time to think on it. You know, let me ask you guys this. This is just a bit of too much thinking about the dialogue. But when a character like Yuri says something like, you know, Lord, as just an expressive statement, what do you think they're referring to? Like, was the writer in the game just using that as a throwaway, or would we attribute that to be like Saradomin, like Yuri was just, or did you think he has a different deity in mind, or is that just a general somehow non-religious expression that people say as, you know, just a phrase? He does look like a policeman. Okay, alright, so Zamorak is also called Lord. That makes sense. It's lowercase, you know, so it doesn't pay any kind of, like, direct respect. Even Guthix as well? Okay, so we're just leaving it open. He could say Lords. He could say Lord. Whatever you want. Alright. Point number 1. My treasures are yours. The world's, whoever wants them. I wouldn't touch them with an iron javelin. This is actually interesting. Oh, Nickman, are you referring to that really, really old god that predates the existing gods with the mark that I found in the archaeological dig site? Anyway, the shrine that I found, like, in dig site number 3 over there, Yeah, the ancient god. Is this quest explaining that every treasure that you ever find when you do a clue hunt is Yuri's? It's just part of Yuri's stockpile of treasures? An iron javelin. What about a gold javelin? Who knows what trigger Karos has placed on them? I'll even help you find them if I can. I like how he's like, I wouldn't touch him. Karos probably cursed him. You can have him. That is funny. Point number 2. That old necklace you discovered, got it right here. It belonged to Karos. I'd like your help with that if you are willing. There's too many unanswered questions here, and I believe the necklace is the key. What happened to Karos? Why did he create a Wishbringer in the first place? Why was he so eager to stop people raiding his tomb? Interesting question. Bring me the necklace, his necklace. I believe that with the jade shards scattered around the world, I can make it capable of finding more about him. Huh. But in the meantime, I will shower you with rewards. Why, thank you. You deserve it, and I will be damned, literally, if I kept them. All right. Boom. We have completed You Are It. We get a quest point. We get an easy, medium, and hard sealed clue scroll, a puzzle casket, and 2 keys. Boom. And we're up to 202 quest points, which means I believe we can go get one of those big dice, maybe? All right. Cool. What is this raider axe that I have here? Quite crude. Huh. Just some kind of costume jewelry, I suppose. All right, we did it. So let me go back then. And let's just, let's hit the Grand Exchange. All right. Dooba-dooba-doo. All right, let's go talk to the banker. Hello, banker. I'm gonna put my clue scrolls in here. And then this old necklace I probably don't need. The puzzle casket, well, I mean, I'll need that later, but not right now. Raider shield. I don't need this raider stuff, right? A journal might be useful. I don't know why I have these logs. Interesting. Oh, interesting. Hey, Quick Draw. Good evening, my friend. How you doing? Alright, open the puzzle casket. Okay. It is a slider puzzle. Oh, dear. Sweet fancy Moses. Alright, what's the picture look like? It looks like that, huh?